Okie dokie, here we go. Point of no return. Let's go into the Institute. Hello everybody and welcome. You're watching Dave Playing Games. My name is Dave and I am playing Fallout 4. I am as ready as I'll ever be to take a deep dive into the Institute and get my answers. I really hope this teleporter thing works. And it's safe.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely not.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Well, I'm glad you've got confidence in me, buddy, because I absolutely don't. This is possibly absolute suicide.
I knew this was a suicide mission.
Be proud. Your bravery in the face of the unknown exemplifies what it means to be part of the Brotherhood. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you.
Taking notes,
About 10
right.
years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
Right, okay. Who?
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Lovely. So you think she's in there and you want me to have a chat with her then?
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Oh, Elder Maxon. Oh, you sweet summer child, you fool. I am terrible at convincing people of anything.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Sorry, that information is classified.
Case in point.
I'm sure you understand. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Ad Victoriam, buddy.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Right, well, this is it. Time to get on the signal interceptor and go into the Institute. I wonder what I'll find inside.
Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal.
Most people believe the Institute's behind every manner of ill in the Commonwealth.
Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting.
Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here.
It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the
God.
way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute.
Sister disappears, and you lose your promise. The Institute. Settlement murdered in the middle of the night. The Institute.
I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. Place it in any terminal down there. It'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. Commonwealth is boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
Well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter.
No, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers.
60%, 80%. Emitter's slightly too steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Oof. Oh god. Well, here we are. This is... Ooh, this is weird. A lot of weird technology. And oh wow. How alien is all of this? So where is everybody? I kind of feel that there should be somebody here. Well, we're suited up and ready for anything, so let's head deeper into the Institute.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Right, okay, so... This isn't going quite as planned. He knows I'm here, whoever he is, and now I'm blindly stepping into a lift. Oh, this could be a disaster.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, look at this.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground.
Now remember what Maxon said, do not be swayed by what they say.
As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Okay. So this guy knows far too much. Far too much for my liking. He knows why I'm here. He knows what's going on, despite the fact that, well, they appear to be very isolated. This is not gonna go too great. Let's find out some answers. The elevator comes to the top here. Another room full of dials and... There he is. There's the kid. There's Sean.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards, they took you from me.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean, I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me!
No, it's me.
Father, help me.
I'm your daddy. Who the hell are you?
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
What?
Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges.
Oh, you have absolutely no idea what I've had to go through to get here, you nitware sporting bastard.
Welcome to the Institute.
This is insane. All of it.
The degree of trauma you're experiencing right now is understandable. Please, just try to relax. I know this is all difficult to take in.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Plot twist.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today.
I don't believe you.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted, but it's the only truth I can offer you.
Why are you doing this to me? After everything I've been through.
I don't mean any of this to hurt you. I'm trying to help you. Help us, please. Let's just talk.
So the insanity here is far, far, far deeper than I thought it would actually be. So apparently now my son is older than me and is calling himself father, and he's reasonable. This is definitely unexpected.
If this is true, where do we start?
For now, it is enough that you understand that the Institute really is devoted to the betterment of humanity. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
There we are. So, Father, or Sean, or whoever the bloody hell he is, has asked me to go around and meet all of the heads of department in the Institute, one of which he's confirmed is a Dr. Lee. Now, if that's Dr. Madison Lee, who we've been tasked to find, that's made that job a little bit easier. And if this place is as safe as he thinks, and they're really not going to get on my back, I won't be needing that. No, they're definitely evil. I mean, who does that? That's definitely the wrong way round. Okay, well, through these doors we go, and into the Institute, and I mean, this place is definitely nice. A bit too nice. Finding it difficult to believe that this is the place where all of those evil murder skeletons are coming from. This is, it's all so friendly. Right, now let's try and find some of these departmental heads. Let's go through this door and into Advanced Systems. This is probably the first stop on our journey. Aha! You were much easier to find than I thought you'd be.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
But I'm supposed to meet you. We're supposed to be friends.
Easy. I just want to talk.
About what? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
Well, actually, hang on 1 second.
Where are you going? I thought you wanted to talk.
Just gonna close these.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
No. You've got it all wrong. I don't want to kill anyone. I just want to be friends. I have literally no idea why they want you, but,
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
they didn't tell me.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know.
Father trusts me, and so should you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier.
Shocker. That
The
didn't
Brotherhood
work.
desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
Oh, please. Please.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
Absolutely, we have a deal. I will find out what killed Virgil when he eventually dies.
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
No, I'm telling the truth. He's literally, he's a super mutant, but he's still alive. And in the glowing sea. And I understand how mad this sounds.
Are there any other options?
That's my offer. Take it or leave it.
Okay, seeing as you are completely unreasonable.
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Well, that's fantastic. So now we have full mobility in and out of the Institute whenever we want to come in. Also, she appears to have a good measure of me already because she seems to think I'm quite, abrupt?
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement.
Well, that went better than I thought. We've spoken to Madison Lee, and she's already semi-agreed to come back to the Brotherhood. But I do have to go into Dr. Virgil's lab, which I was planning to do anyway. So it's all neatly falling into place. Now just to pop around and speak to all the other departmental heads, just to wrap that up.
Greetings, sir.
Starting with the SRB director, Justin Ao.
Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all thanks, since you've encountered it already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
So I'm not going to lie, all of your technology is really, really weak against hammers.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
No, you're good. You're a bit of a knob. I don't really want to talk to you. What the... Wow. Hello. This is a bit mental. Stay away from the big stabby things. Yeah, this is cool. This is really, really cool. They're just building a skeleton out of God knows what. The skeleton then gets pulled over here and... Ooh, more needles. Oh, that's interesting. It literally just gets covered in some sort of flesh. And, ooh. And apparently goes into some sort of potion that gives him pants. Sorry. They electrocute him. Then they give him the pants. Anyway, as fun as this is, I need to speak to the... Who's the manager? I want to speak to the manager. Never mind. Can't find them. You'll do. And...
Hey, Doc. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I guess I just wasn't ready to die yet.
Well, that's understandable. The will to survive is the most basic human instinct.
And then finally we head into the Biosciences division, which is not only where I need to speak to the last departmental head, but also where I'll probably find Virgil's serum. So apparently they make pot plants. Lots and lots of pot plants. So yes, the Biosciences division has a massive, massive interest in whatever this plant happens to be, because there's loads of them, and also they've made these big robot monkeys.
Sounds like a nightmare.
I don't think I want to be here too much longer. So let's have a little chat with you.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
I see what you did there. That was a clever pun.
As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute.
Right, well, that's that done. Now I just need to try and find my way into Virgil's lab. And here we go. Ooh, FEV lab entry terminal.
No way I'm cracking this.
Okay, so I can't get in. Well, that's annoying. Well, whilst I'm looking around for that, it's gotten really dark in here all of a sudden. Is it nighttime? Aha, a terminal. Bingo. So apparently I can play video games, but no, that's the one I want to use. Scan the network, and we're downloading all of the interesting stuff at Procter Ingram. At some point I'll bring that back to her, and oh, would you look at that? We've leveled up again. And this one's one I was really looking forward to. If I just come across here and do my level up, I am level 27, and well, it does unlock one very, very fun little upgrade. I can now take the 4th rank in big leagues, so I do 80% more base damage with my melee weapons and hit all targets in front of me. I can do a big sweep with my hammer. That's massive. So before we head back, we're back in bioscience. I really, really want to find Dr. Virgil's lab. And is this possibly a way in? Nope, that's a step ladder. No, nothing's doing. I can't get in. Right, let's have a chat with Father then.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
It's creepy and it's eerie and I'm not sure.
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please.
I was kind of hoping he would shed some light on the whole Virgil situation. Clearly he's not going to, so let's find our armor and get out of here. Ah, there you are, right where I parked you. So if I'm not going to be able to try and sort out this Virgil situation right away, I may as well put this teleporter to the test. For example, can it teleport me to the Poseidon energy turbine? No. Okay, I can't. It will only teleport me to up the top by the CIT ruins, which to be fair is fine. It would be a little bit too useful. And actually, thinking about it, that is exactly what Virgil said it was going to do. Right, so if we can't teleport there, we'll go there on foot. And that could take about a week. All that talking to the Institute has really taken a long time, so we are going to end the episode here. Good news is, I know that next week is going to be very action-packed. If you have liked the video, stick a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel as these videos go up every single Fallout Friday, and if there is somewhere in particular you would like Erik to go, then drop it down in the comments, and I will read that and take that into consideration for future episodes. However, in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Ta-ra.